All right, so now we've discussed two of the four change agent problems. First one was a problem with not knowing how to build a life success system in which oneself can live and flourish along with others, whether you're at home or at work or anywhere else in life. You can make these life success systems everywhere you go. Second problem was an inability or unwillingness to play well with others, usually caused by having a wall up, right? Preventing one from being able to connect with others on an equal footing. And typically, people that do that attempt to approach others from a top down position, like, I want to be above you. And so they only make room for people in their life who are willing to be controlled or to be dominated, right? People who will serve them or cater to them are the only ones that they'll allow to hang out with them, basically. And they might even try to make you into that kind of a person if you aren't already when they meet you. So we'll talk more about that in other videos, but for now, the third problem is an inability or unwillingness to recognize, confront, and neutralize threats to your life success, and specifically to your life success system that you've built, right? Like I said before, a life success system contains five basic parts: oneself, other people, that's two. Third thing is the environment, like your living room, and the psychosocial environment, which is the atmosphere between people. I call it the climate. And the fourth thing is relationships, the way I relate to myself, the way I relate to others, the way others relate to me, the way I relate to the environment, and the way I view and experience time, right? The past, present, and future. Like, am I aware of the future coming, and am I trying to shape it or not? And as part of that experience, I, in addition to being a participant, am also an observer of that, right? I've got my binoculars or my long telescope, and I'm looking around, and aha, there it is. I can see what's going on, right? I have awareness of every situation that I'm in, because every situation is the same. They might be totally different, but they always contain those same five elements: me, somebody else, an environment, and the way we relate throughout time, right? Or at least you might have those elements. It's possible that there might not be other people around all the time, but regardless, it's my job to manage my circumstances, right? And by circumstances, I mean myself, to manage myself, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I'm doing with my actions, and to manage the impact that I am having on my own life, and to manage the impact that I am allowing other people to have in my life. Additionally, as the manager of my life, I, being the change agent, the one capable of shaping things, the one who is responsible, I also am responsible for managing the impact that my environment has on me and on my children and on my friends and neighbors and coworkers who are there with me in that situation, right? And finally, I'm responsible for managing the way that I relate to all of these different things throughout time. So, what is it that I need to be able to recognize? I need to be able to recognize the people who are antagonistic or who have displayed a pattern of acting in ways that are antagonistic to well-being, to the agenda of life and aliveness to which I am trying to adhere, right? I'm trying to act in a way that facilitates life and aliveness. And if there are people who have a history that you can remember 7 or 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, in which every time they come over, they do the same thing, that they put you down, they try to hurt your feelings, they try to hurt your kids, they try to make you lose your housing, they try to make you lose your job, they try to give you bad advice, they try to make you doubt yourself. Well, these are people that need to be kept out, right? These are people you need to be aware of. And the second thing is distracting events. Sometimes things can happen that can distract you from achieving your goal, such as, bad weather, a car accident, a death in the family, getting fired from your job, quitting a job, losing a job. Any of these things, if they happen, they can have a distracting effect, and your job is going to be to manage the impact that that change has on the direction of your life circumstances. And then finally, the third thing you're going to be managing is the environmental conditions in which you are situated and in which your friends and family and coworkers and neighbors and companions are also situated with you. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about confronting and neutralizing those 3 kinds of threats to your life success system.